Formula Truck is finally releasing very shortly, and we have managed to get hold of a pre-release copy which was sent out to anybody that pre-ordered. And this is made by the same guys that did GameStop Car 2012, which is Reiza Studios. And this Formula Truck has been in the works for quite a while now, but eventually we'll be able to see what is happening. So I jumped into a race at Cascavel, 5 laps, in the Volkswagen truck, since that's the only thing I can drive basically. And driving these trucks is very different to something like the stock cars from GameStop Car. These things are a lot heavier than the normal race cars that you get and whatever, and it's quite different driving them, to say the least. Now in real life, trucks actually don't have a first gear, so Reiza have tried to actually implement that in the game, and they've made first and second gear do pretty much the same thing. So once you've got going, you basically do not need to use first and second at all. Lowest you really need to go is third, because these things have got a stupid amount of low end torque, so you can always go into a corner with a higher gear than you expect. Now this was done on 85% difficulty, and damage multiplier was 75%, I think. You've seen Cascavel in one of the earlier GameStop Car videos we did. It's quite a short track even for the trucks, but then again these trucks aren't exactly slow, and as you can see they like to slide around a hell of a lot. Now when I first actually started driving this, I thought there's no way I'm ever going to be able to figure out how to drive these damn things, because of the fact that they just slide around everywhere and block the brakes so easily as I go flying off at the first corner. I lose loads of positions. Not really much room to manoeuvre when you've got trucks alongside you either. You can only really get like 2 trucks side by side on this track, and then you've got no room to do anything else. But this is the first game in a very long time which has actually got truck racing in it, if I'm not mistaken. I know there was one for the PS2, but that was going back about 10 years now. I've not seen any proper truck racing games since then, but I've not really looked though. So the handling on this, from the couple of laps that I've driven so far, is good. It does vary from truck to truck as well, and it takes a bit of getting used to when you first start, but you can soon pick it up. You get the hang of it and whatnot. Sounds are damn good as well, and the menus and UIs are probably some of the best I've seen in a long time actually. There was a truck off even at that final corner there. Can I get down the inside this guy into turn 1? Very sideways, but I do manage to overtake him somehow. And I now have a pink truck in the way, but I'm managing to get down the inside of that. So this is actually based off the Brazilian Formula Truck series that they run. So you won't be going to like Spa or Zandvoort or whatever like you would in like a World Championship or something. It's all held in Brazil. A few different tracks to what GameStop Car's got as well, but there's pretty much the same sort of calendar that the GameStop Car has. There's a wide variety of trucks to choose from as well, and like I said earlier, they all handle ever so slightly different, so it's down to you what truck you prefer really. I mean, I've found the Volkswagen the easiest one to drive out the lot, although I have been told that the Ford's pretty good to drive as well. So I may have to try out some of the other trucks at some point. This was only a 5 lap race. This is, I think, lap 3 we're on now. I just dived down the inside. I managed to finish in about 8th or 9th I think it was, so wasn't too bad considering I started at the very back. There's a truck spinning off on the left hand side, and I think he just went over the barrier actually. That's the problem with these trucks, if you get them out of shape it's pretty hard to actually get them back on track, pointing in the right direction. Got some speed in them though, doing nearly 200 kilometers an hour here. So they're not exactly slow. Running in the back of that guy, getting all sideways on the exit of the previous corner. It's not ideally what you want to be doing, but there you go. I think he lost quite a few positions from that as well, instead of just mine. You need to brake a lot earlier than you would in a normal race car as well. You probably need to be braking either at 150 or quite a bit before 150. Otherwise you're just never going to make the corner. Can't get these things slowed down quick enough. AI once again is pretty good. Nice and aggressive and not too dumb. They will race each other and they know when to not run into you. As I say that, someone nearly does run into me. Truck behind having slammed the brakes on to avoid me there and nearly spins. Slight contact, that's another Volkswagen. So on to the last lap now then. And the plan is to bring a good amount of Formula Truck footage to you. You should suggest what tracks and trucks you want to see us in actually as well, that might help us. Because otherwise I'll just throw out whatever for now. But from the initial impressions this is looking good. Not sure on the release date though. I'm sure it's soon if they've already sent it out to pre-order people though. And hopefully they'll get a decent amount of multiplayer people online. And that is the end of that, and we shall see you in the next video.